Welcome back to my channel, the only channel that 9 out of 10 dentists recommend. You know, I decided that I wanted to do a quick video about something that's been on my mind for a little bit now. Yeah, a couple of years it's been on my mind. And that is the Black Panther movie.
Deputy Chairman Fred Hampton of the Illinois Black Panther Party.
No. Not about those guys. Contrary to what my mother thought when the movie was coming out, the Black Panther movie that I'm talking about is not about the famous Black Panther Party. No, we're talking about the Marvel movie that's set in a fictional place with fictional characters who take a fictional vibranium enhanced plant and crush it and turn it into a juice that they drink to give them the power of not a Black Panther. What do panthers do? Do they run fast? Are they strong? I don't know, but I don't think that those powers have anything to do with actual panthers. I think it was just a cool name that they came up with. But nevertheless, today I want to talk about one of my most controversial ideas, and that is that, drum roll please. Can you guys hear me? I asked for the drum roll. Okay, no drum roll. Well, I'll just say it. I don't think the Black Panther movie was all that good. I know. I'm sorry. I hate to have to be that guy. Don't get me wrong. The plot of the movie, I love. I really like it on paper, but the execution, it left a little to be desired. And I have a reason for saying what I'm saying, so relax. Okay? It's not that the movie is terrible. In fact, it's one of the most beautifully shot movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. All of the colors, the framing, all of it is really nice. My main problem that makes the movie not what I want it to be, and that's the CGI. It comes down to the character of Black Panther, and I feel like they just did not do him well in this movie. When I first saw Black Panther, when we first saw Black Panther, you guys were there too, we were in the movies together. When we first saw Black Panther in Civil War, the way that he was photographed in that movie, the suit in that movie, the choreography in that movie was 10 times better than anything that we got in the actual Black Panther movie. And it broke my heart to say this, but it broke my heart when I was in the theater watching it, and I was sitting there and I was waiting to be moved. I was waiting for this earth-shattering moment where I go, yes, that's how you do a black superhero on the big screen, not neglecting or forgetting Blade. I know what you did, buddy.
Get you blush.
I love those movies. And even in Shaq too, I don't know what that movie was.
Yeah, I know you do.
But that one too. But no, this was the first mainstream black superhero in the Marvel Cinematic, I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I felt like they really dropped the ball on that movie. I don't know what else to say. My water is boiling. I put some pasta in the pot. What's up, guys? It's Editing Scoops here. I just want to interject really fast because I want to make sure that I get across that I really love the cinematography of this movie. It's so beautiful. All of the colors, all of the shot composures, the framing of the shots. It is just outstanding to look at. It's one of the most beautifully shot movies that I've seen in a very long time. Just for the culture, for the black culture, to see superheroes this strongly embracing African culture is something to marvel at. Something to Marvel Cinematic Universe at? Nah, I'm just joking. But I just wanted to make sure that I get across that I don't hate this movie. I don't even think that it's a bad movie. I just have some structural issues with the movie, some things that made it hard for me to completely submerge myself into the universe. But overall, I really do like this movie, and the more that I go back and watch it and pay more attention to the actual story that's being told, I like it even more. But as far as the CGI and just the action, the way that stuff was filmed, it was not my favorite, and that's why I felt like I didn't leave the theater feeling like, man, this movie was amazing. It was everything that I thought it was gonna be. I was just more impressed with his performance in Civil War. Not even necessarily Chadwick Boseman's performance, because he gives a good performance here too, but just the way that he's filmed and what they give him to do in this movie. I was much more impressed with the character of Black Panther in Civil War than I was in Black Panther, and I think that's my main issue or my main grievance with this movie. I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to give you guys a couple of things, a couple of references to look at, and you guys tell me what you think. What I heard is that Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace, he didn't like wearing a suit. So understandably, they replaced the suit with a CGI suit. Now this CGI suit served two purposes. One, they got Chadwick Boseman out of the suit, and two, they were able to do the whole shock absorb it. When it gets shot or hit or whatever, it has that purple glow, which shows that it's absorbing the kinetic energy, and then he can then redistribute that energy. So those were the two main functions of that suit. But when it comes down to it, the CGI in this movie just wasn't that good. It needed more time. And I don't know if they rushed through it or if they honestly looked at it and said, this is good. But it wasn't. I'll be the first to tell you. And if you need any proof, just look at the last battle between Black Panther and Killmonger. When they go down into that train station, it looks like a video game. And when I saw that in the movies, I could not believe that they released that movie with that type of CGI. It looked like something from, I wanted to say the 2002 Spider-Man movie, but I think the CGI was a little bit better there. Like the characters had no weight to them. What's up, guys? Okay, so I just had to interject really quick. I'm actually editing the video right now, and I realized that there's a point that I wanted to make that I didn't in the original video, and that is that the Black Panther movie is not without any scenes of CGI that look terrible. There is that one car chase scene in Tokyo that actually looks pretty good to me. I went back and rewatched it, and the CGI isn't amazing there, but it's on par with most of the other Marvel movies. So I will say that one scene is decent. So the whole movie is not terrible to look at. It's just that a lot of the really important scenes, the CGI stands out a lot more than I would like it to. And that's my main problem with the movie. And also I wanted to elaborate on a point I was making about the suit that he wore in Civil War and the suit that he wears in his own movie. Even though I can understand that Chadwick Boseman didn't want to wear the suit because it was heavy and it was probably hot and they were wearing it for hours, so they opted for that CGI suit, as I said, for two reasons. One, to get him out of that actual suit, and two, so that they can incorporate the kinetic energy, all of that purple stuff that you see going on with the suit. But the main problem with that is that the suit doesn't look real enough. And so if you compare Black Panther in Civil War and in his movie, he looks a lot more intimidating in that actual suit than he ever does in his own movie. And even beyond the CGI, it comes down to the overall design of the suit itself, the mask. I'm gonna try to find some pictures, some really close-up pictures to compare it. But just looking at the mask and the details around the eyes and the mouth, the suit, the helmet in Civil War looks much more intimidating, more scary, more Black Panther than the suit does in his movie. In his movie, he almost looks like a black cat. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but it doesn't have that same intimidation factor that it has in Civil War. And also, he just looks bulkier in that suit in Civil War. He looks like he can hold his own. In his own movie, he looks a lot slimmer in that suit, and just it doesn't give me the same powerful look that I got from his appearance in Civil War. So I don't know if you guys remember, But there's a scene early on where T'Challa and Shuri are talking about the suits, and he's looking at the new suits that she's developed, and he looks at the suit that Killmonger ends up picking out, and he says like, it looks nice, but the point of the Black Panther is to be stealthy and to be, unseen. But that whole purple kinetic thing kind of contradicts that, in my opinion. He was more stealthy in a Civil War suit. It was more like the very beginning. That's another scene. Okay, so the very beginning of the movie where he drops down and it's that rescue mission, and he drops down and he drops the things on the cars to like shut the engines off, and it's pretty dark, and I think it does well when it's dark and he's unseen and he's really like Panther like, and he still had the Civil War suit. That was before he got the new suit. So all of that purple kinetic energy, every time he gets shot with a bullet or hit, that takes away from the stealth to me. Like, you're not stealthy anymore if the suit is going to be purple until you release that kinetic energy. And that's all I wanted to say. So this is editing scoops, giving it back to pre-recorded scoops. And maybe if you're the type of person that can look past that, then you can enjoy this movie. Then for that reason, I understand why people love it so much. Because again, it's not that I don't like this movie. It's just that if it was only the story of a child being wrong, being left for dead, and coming back to reclaim what's rightfully his, or what he rightfully deserves a shot at, Killmonger being deserving to run for king of Wakanda, then that's fine. But it's a Marvel movie with Marvel action, and if it's gonna be that, then I need the action, and I need the cinematography, and I need the CGI to not completely remove me from the movie. Almost any time they use CGI in a movie, I was removed from it, and so I can't sit down and watch it and enjoy it if I'm just thinking, this just doesn't look good. So yeah, Black Panther was done much better in Civil War than he was in his own movie. Just go back and watch the scenes of him in Civil War and compare it to almost any scene of him in his own movie, and it's like night and day. But anyway, again, this was just gonna be a quick video because I haven't had time to do anything but sleep and work. But if you like this video, hit that like button for me. Go ahead and share it to your friends, your family, your cats, your dogs, your pets, everybody, anybody, grandma, grandpa, your neighbor, that guy on the corner that is asking for $1. He might be a fan too. Just share it with everybody because this channel is about to blow up and you want to be a part of that. So I'll see you guys next time.